All right, Tim, so here's the good news, buddy, is that that figure 8, this first one, there was just a little hint on this first one of those hands doing the bad stuff up at the top there. This first one over here on our right. Right there. And the bad news is they were doing a little hint of that bad stuff right at the top. The good news is it's just a little hint compared to where it used to be. And the backswing there, bud, is, again, it feels like the Jim Furyk loop to you, but it's dead on plane there with the club head. That's the first one, and then here's the swing you just made, where again, it feels like a loop, so it feels like you're taking it way outside when it's actually dead on plane, and then there's the good hand movement right there to get it on that plane line so beautifully at the start of the downswing. Right there. So I love it, man. So that's great. Now, but and again, that's what I saw from the very first driver up there today. And you got a lot of good ball flights with the driver today too, because the swing looks so good on the video to me up there while you're hitting balls at the program center. But again, I'm going to say the main thing you want to get, or the other main thing I wanted to see today is you were gradually lining up more and more to the right as you hit those wedges up there. You know, and again, here's the valley right there on the bottom. You know, right here is the bottom of the valley that you're aimed at. So that's where you want to be. But up there, you were gradually aiming more and more to the right, and that's going to foul up your swing in the long run. So I really want you to be careful, man. Put that club face down first, line it up slowly, make sure it's at the target, and then forget the target and use the club face to line your feet. Make sure those feet are perpendicular to those lines on the scoring lines on the club and the leading edge. And then once you're good there, then you go back to thinking about the target. And like you said, it's going to take a little while, but practice it here at the range, and it'll be more comfortable for you on the course too. All right. And again, this arm doesn't look good today, and I like that setup, man. Your shoulders are more squared up. The ball's toward the front of your stance, so you can be behind the ball as you swing through. There's a nice hit action to start down. The arms don't look great. They've looked better at times in the past, but I'm just loving you doing all this other stuff so well. And maybe in the next few days when you hit balls, you can give a little more attention to those arms for a few different batches. Yeah, for a few different batches now and again. All right? I love it, bud. That's great.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside, we want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life, where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.